Think, Kristen, think. What is your mind telling you right now? Is that what you really want? Is it? Is it?
Salutations, viewers. My name is Game Dave, and welcome back to Aviary Attorney. Right now, we are trying to save our friend Kakariko from his demise. What's the justice and revenge? What's the difference? I would say one of these two. Fairness. Madame. Justice offers the accused chance to defend themselves and ensures that both sides are treated as equals. My father was not treated as an equal. There may be opportunity to be a better person. Madame, surely you are entertaining the words of this heathen. Fine, Falcon. We'll play this your way. Shall have a formal trial for the murder of Croque Monsieur. Excellent. Shall we head back to my office and file the necessary papers? Don't take me for a fool. You walk us into a trap. We shall have the trial right here, right now. Right here in the catacombs? It's a good as place as any. I suppose we'll be needing a judge. I volunteer. No thanks, Pierre. We're trying to form a courtroom, not a circus. Oh, just go see how the security is doing, Piero. We don't want any more spies wandering in. Right here? Perhaps I can help, Madame. You know I'm a pious man after all. Okay, Remus? You can be our judge, and I will lead the prosecution. What about the jury? With due respect, I don't trust your peers to be impartial. Look around you as we speak. We are being watched and judged by countless dead and women. Men and women, they shall be our jury. It may work as a metaphor, but in practical terms, it is me. You have to convince Falcon, convince me that this bird is not guilty. After all, I'm the one who holds the gun. Well, it looks like we are ready to get started. The trial of Severine Kakariko is underway. He stands accused of the murder, the man known as Croque Monsieur in cold blood. Madame Beaumont, please explain the details of what happened. Very well. Last night at the stroke of midnight, 2 gunshots were heard at the Rue de Mosmots. Pierre alerted us and we managed to arrive before the police did. On the scene, I saw a man known as Croque Monsieur, a good friend of ours, lying in a pool of his own blood. Standing over the body, I saw the murderer, Severine Kakariko, still clutching his murder weapon. Am I to understand that you did not witness the crime firsthand, Madame, that you only saw the aftermath? Yes, but one of us did happen to see the incident itself. Madame Beaumont, I found this here pigeon running around our tunnels. I am no pigeon, monsieur. He's a spy in any case. What should I say? Execute him right now. It's alright, he's with me. With you? He's my assistant. He carries my bags and stuff. Falcon, I trust that you don't have any assistants looking around the corner. No, madame. Then take your lucky out of my sight. Psst, Falcon. What is it? I saw someone looking in the catacombs. I think he was watching us from the shadows. Another rebel? Don't know. But he got spooked when he saw me and he dropped this. What's this? A political pamphlet. Cult pamphlet has been added to our evidence folder. Well, I best be getting back to my patrols then. Not so fast, Pierre. You witnessed the crime firsthand, did you not? I did, ma'am. Then you can be our first witness. Go stand in the center. Okie dokie. Do I need to say an oath or something? That won't be necessary. We trust you. Just tell us what you saw last night, Piero. Okie dokie. I saw it as plain as day. The Croque Monsieur was just minding his business at Rue de Montmartre, when all of a sudden this brute of our rooster appeared with his gun in hand. Bam! The rooster fired. The croc slumped on the floor. Using the last of his strength, the Croque Monsieur drew his own gun. Bam! The croc fired back. So to clarify, Kakariko shot first. Yes, ma'am. What happened next? Well, I know you guys. Fontaine, Remus, and you, ma'am, were the only stones thrown away at the cathedral, so I went to go to your help. We all right back on the scene maybe a minute after I'd left. And then I saw a dead Croque Monsieur and the murder Severine Kakariko with my own eyes. Thank you for your report, Pierre. Said nothing, ma'am. You see, Falcon, Pierre is not the sharpest knife in the kitchen. True that. But he is honest to a fault. I would trust his word with my own life. I doubt the man's honesty, madame. Nonetheless, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? What does that mean? Don't claim to be an expert in law. That was always my brother's role in the family. But I think the cross-examination means the Falcon would like to waste our time by asking pointless questions. Actually, it means I would like to make sure that Pierre's story holds up to its scrutiny. Yes, I will be asking questions, but only questions that directly relate to the case at hand. Clearly a pointless stalling tactic, madame. Shall we put an end to the trial? He's the same fucking dude. No, we will let the bird have his little cross-examination. But I'm warning you, Falcon, don't mess with me. Don't mess with you. If I get the slightest inkling that you're rambling to stall for time, I will end this trial on the spot. Do I make myself clear? Start questioning Cocorico's shoe size or the color of Croque Monsieur's underwear and I'll lose my patience. Yes, I get it. Alright, select a statement to question. Huh. Was it plain as day? Let me see my evidence here. Glass shards. The glass shards. They definitely have something to do with it. Plain as day. You claim that you saw the incident plain as day? Yep, plain as day. B.O., I'd like to remind you that this crime occurred around midnight in February on an overcast moonless night in an unlit alley. Where's your point? It would have to have been too dark, so dark that you could not have possibly have correctly identified the people involved. Hey, I swear what I saw. Hold on, Falcon, you slipped up. You say the alley was unlit, but I distinctly recall there being lanterns all over Rue de Mamaus. Oh, that's right, that's right. We live in La Ville-Lumière. There's a gas lamp on every street. You're right, Madame Beaumont. There are street lamps over Rue de Morsemont, but they wouldn't have been any good. The street lamps over Rue de were broken. They're completely non-functional. As proof, I present the glass shards that line in the alleyway. These shards originate from the panes of the broken lamps. And I've still got holes in my sole of my shoe, double proof. These glass shards could have come from anywhere. You could send one of your underlings to see broken lamps for themselves if you want. And waste more time? I think not. This sounds like a stalling tactic. Excuse me, Madame Beaumont. I don't remember whether the street lamps were not broken. But I do remember that we had to use a torch to light up the scene. Hey, whose side are you on? I'm just saying, Falcon might be right. It was particularly dark, so it's possible that there weren't any lit street lamps. Are you saying I'm a liar? I thought we were buddies. Stop quarreling, both of you. Maybe the lamps were broken, maybe they weren't. It doesn't matter. None of the PR's testimony is accurate because I personally saw the rooster at the scene of the crime 1 minute after Pierre did. 1 minute? That's plenty of time for the real murderer to escape, for a passerby to stumble upon the scene, is it not? You must acknowledge that is a possibility. I acknowledge nothing. There is an inkling of doubt. You know that there is a slight notion that Pierre may be misremembering what he saw. Don't badger the prosecution, Monsieur Falcon! Wasn't badgering! On to the next witness. Madame Beaumont, do you have anyone in mind? There's someone among us who's something of a gun connoisseur, a man who knows everything there is to know about the craft of weaponry. Oh, that's me again! Shut up, Pierrot! Get off the stands. Yes, ma'am. I call Fontaine forward. Very well. Now, Fontaine, is it true you're a gun specialist? Well, I hate to brag, but yes, I know about guns, the mechanics, the beauty. Have you heard about the revolver mechanisms America is developing? Wonderful stuff. Fontaine, let's stick to the guns that were found at the crime scene. Tell us about those. All right, very well. This is the gun found at Severine Cocorito's person at the time of arrest. The standard issue percussion lock shuttler gendarmerie pistol, 24 centimeter length, 15 milliliter caliber. Lots of police and soldiers carry these dull things. It's a gun that says, I am a reliable man of the law. Sounds like our Cocorico. Does it? Cocorico's always told me that riding crop was his self-defense weapon of choice. It's strange that he held the gun in the first place. Ganymede's pistol has been added to our evidence folder. And this gun is found with the Croque Monsieur's corpse clutched tightly in his hands. It is a turnover pistol, double-barreled, ivory-handled, 20 centimeter length, 13 milliliter caliber. This is an exquisite and highly customized gun. It's one of a kind. Whoever used this weapon knew their stuff. The Croque Monsieur was a legendary arms dealer. It's no surprise that his personal weapon would be something so flamboyant. Ooh, so now we got both of those guns in our evidence. But that's what's really found with Croque Monsieur guns is the ammunition. See, the bore of the pistol has been fitted with a set of grooves. Stop, please stop, Fontaine. I ain't called to hear you show off your gun knowledge. tell us what you uncovered when you examined the Croque Monsieur's bullet wound. Alright, well, lead's bullet was embedded in the middle of Croque Monsieur's sternum and appeared to have struck angle of entry. So in other words, the Croque Monsieur was facing his killer when he was shot. That's right. The other interesting point was that Croque Monsieur's outer clothes were singed. This typically only occurs if a person is close enough to a gunshot to be directly burned at the gun's muzzle flash. And how close does a person have to be burned by a muzzle flash? Less than 3 meters, I would say 5 at the very most. Then there is no chance that the rogue sniper on the rooftops, the Croque Monsieur's killer, was standing in Rue de Marmouse themselves. Ooh! As it plainly evident only one person was found on the Rue de Marmouse at the time of the incident. Prosecutor Cocorico! Well said, madame. I think you just unequivocally proved this bed's guilt. Not so fast. Would like to cross-examine the witness. I don't think so. You overstepped in your bounds, bud! But let the lawyer try, Remus. When he fails, there will be absolutely no doubt to anyone in the room. Cocorico is nothing but a bloodthirsty murderer. So what are we cross-examining him on? So standard police pistol. Gustavus Cross one. I still gotta find those things. So if he was shot in the chest and was singed, indicating close range gunshot, I feel like he would have killed himself, to be quite honest. Like, I don't think Cocorico has killed him. Honest to God. Because I just don't think that's plausible to be. Fontaine, you mentioned the Croque Monsieur's clothes were singed. Right, his vest and jacket were slightly burnt from the close range muzzle flash. Would like to see them. What's his clothes? Yes, bring them out so I can do a proper examination of evidence at hand. Falcon, you idiot. We didn't strip Croque Monsieur and took his gun. I think Pierre took the change from his pockets and we left his body in the alley. Ah, see my mistake. Do you have another question? Could the burn been caused by something else? Like what? As far from cigar, perhaps? I guess. Hold on, Fontaine. Falcon, are you saying that the burn was caused by something else or is it just blind guesswork? I'm just speculating. It's important that we cover every possibility. Fine, but we don't dilly-dally the pointless details that's getting us nowhere. No. Alright, so we tried the singed. It has to be a highly customized double-barreled turn of... double barrels. So wouldn't that mean, like, couldn't he have singed his clothing from the barrel? Fontaine, about Croque Monsieur's turnover pistol. Never mind. His chest, maybe? Fontaine, you say that Croque Monsieur was shot in the chest at straight on angle. But the bullet have reflected. Never mind, I'm gonna ask another question. Maybe it was some... Question mark on Cocorico's Gendemir pistol. Is there any way to tell a gun has been recently fired? There's an excellent question. Yes, there are a couple of ways. For around a minute after firing, a pistol's barrel is going to be hot to touch. That's a dead giveaway. But if you could also check for gunpowder residue in the barrel and chamber, that would indicate the gun has been fired since been cleaned. So by your own analysis, would you say that Cocorico's weapon was fired last night? It's difficult to say. None of us thought to check the pistol's barrel temperature at the time of the incident, so we can't use that method. If we check for gunpowder, you see a little inside the barrel. That could indicate a recently fired weapon, but it could also indicate a lack of proper maintenance. So basically, you don't know whether this weapon was or wasn't fired last night. No, monsieur. If we cannot be certain whether Cocorico fired his gun, then this whole trial ought to be thrown out. Nice try, Falcon, but Cocorico is still a prime suspect. He was standing over the Croque Monsieur's body with the weapon in his hands. If that gun is not the murder weapon, then what is? This doesn't work. And try another post, Falcon. Then maybe it is about the pistol. You were about to say something about the guns ammunition before Madame Beaumont cut you off. Could you give us the details? Now he'll never stop talking. Glad you asked, Falcon. See, as you probably know, most bullets are just small, round lead balls, right? Well, that's not the case here. This particular weapon uses advanced iron-tipped aerodynamic, carefully grooved. Actually, it would be quicker if I just show you. Take a good look. This is an iron-tipped mini ball. This is very rare, top-of-the-line technology. Before last night, I have never seen one of these in person before. Like I said, the Croque Monsieur was a legendary arms dealer. It only makes sense he would have access to the latest weaponry. Where did you find this bullet, Fontaine? The turn of a pistol's chamber. Okay, we got something. Hold on, I'm confused. I thought the Croque Monsieur fired his gun, so how is it possible that his gun was still loaded with a bullet? A turn of a pistol is a double-barreled. This means I can hold 2 bullets at once, ready to be fired in quick succession. Ah, I see. The Croque Monsieur fired 1 bullet but died before he could fire the second. Trust you have no more questions about this matter, Falcon. We've wasted enough time already. Not yet. Where is the other bullets? What other bullets? The fired Minet ball. There were 2 shots that night, remember? One from the assailant and one from the crocodile. Scoured the scene for a couple of minutes, but I could not find it. It's a pity. I would have been great to have 2 of these magnificent bullets. Madame Beaumont, did anyone fire the Minet ball in Cocorico's body? Is Botti, you asking if Cocorico was wounded by the bullets? No, that much is plain to see. So again, I must ask, where is the fired Minet ball? Well, I don't have any clue. What are you trying to get at, Falcon? Isn't it obvious if the bullet wasn't embedded in the alleyway while it wasn't embedded in Cocorico, then that means it hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer. The real murderer must still be embedded in whoever attacked the Croque Monsieur. Ludicrous notion. Makes perfect sense. The double-barreled turnover gun, the missing bullets. Fine, I'll humor you. Let's say a bullet did indeed hit the real perpetrator. What of it? Well, it's only been a few hours since the shooting. Presumably the person, we still have the bullet lodged in them. Find the person with the unique iron Minet ball embedded in them and you find the real murderer. It's reasonable, but we don't have time nor resources to search every citizen of Paris to uncover an injured gunman. You don't have to search everyone in Paris. I believe the murderer to be someone in this very room. Oh, you think to have a traitor in our ranks? I do. This was obviously a planned attack. Someone invited Cocorico and the Croque Monsieur to the same place at the same time in order to create a setup. Only someone with the rebels' connections could engineer such an event. This is ridiculous. Are you saying that someone in this room was shot last night? That's clearly untrue. Bullet's wound can be concealed, perhaps, if you're all to take off your shirts. No, I'm not having anyone stripped down to the knickers just to cater to your outrageous theory. Can't think of a more reasonable way to prove your straight bullets theory than we can end this damn here now. More reasonable way. At that moment, a chill ran down Falcon's spine. You know those theories were true. It had to be true. So I had no way to prove it. Madame, I assure you this will only take a moment. If everyone could just please take off their outer garments. Friar Remus, why don't you go first? I am not saying that you're the murderer, but if you were to have a bullet wound, then... He's floundering, Madame. Agreed. I've heard enough of these rambling theories. Falcon, your respect for your comrades is admirable, but you displayed great valiance by leaping headfirst into the lion's den. But you have failed to convince me of this bird's innocence. Madame Beaumont, I implore you. Not another word. We humored you. We set up a court and we went through the motions of trial. Now the rooster's guilt has been formally proven. We have more evidence. Enough. This trial is over. Oh, shit. Severin Cocorico, you have been formally tried by the people of the Second Republic. We have found you guilty on the council conspiracy, the murder of Croque Monsieur, and the murder of my father, Jean Beaumont. Madame, please. Gégé, it's all right. I've made my peace. This is far from all right. Dying in the name of a new republic. At the hands of rebels. There are worse ways to go. It was good enough for Robespierre, is there? Severin. Fuck! Tend to the body, Piero. Yes, ma'am. Do you plan to kill us, too? Why would I do that? You two have done nothing wrong. I see no reason for you to be tried till and executed. Your mercy is admirable, madame, but I fear if we let these two go, they will let the police know everything. It would compromise us. No, we promise to keep our big shots, right, Falcon? Ah, but we cannot trust the word of potential traitors, madame, the goods of France. We must execute these birds right now. Some man of God you are. I hate to admit, but you have a point, Remus. This is an unpleasant situation. What to do? Okay, I know. I'm going to give you a choice. You have 2 options. The first is that you shoot right here and right now. That's not something either of us particularly want, but it's a must be done. What's option number 2? You join us. We need lawyers to help bring the new republic to fruition. Your skills would be very much appreciated. Our skills? Somebody has to draft new laws. Somebody has to file the paperwork to secure the new republic's international recognized legal status. Someone has to prosecute the officials who corrupted this country. Would it be a glorious job? You mean prosecute the prime minister or the king? We can discuss the specifics later. For now, I need to hear your decision. What will it be? Oh, shit. I would rather die. I would rather join you. We would like to join you, the rebels and the Aviary Attorneys. What's a team? Sparson, this is serious. Let me talk. No, I know what you were about to say, and it was stupid. I'm not going to let you throw away both our lives so you can satisfy your stupid's pride. I refuse to work with the monster who murdered Severin. You don't have to be happy with the test. Just play along. Are you two done? Confirmed. We can't draw this out any longer. Fine, we'll work with you. Good, then the verbal contract has been made. So what happens now? Pierre and Fontaine will lead you to the Le Canard Jouet. I will finish up here and meet you in 2 hours. Needless to say, they shall keep a close watch on you. Don't even think about running. Of course. Then we're done here. Fontaine, lead the way. Yes, madame. Come along, you two. Damn it. We didn't save him. You can't seriously be trusting these filthy lawyers, madame. They're probably plotting revenge for their dead friend at this very moment. I do trust them. Throughout that trial, I got the impression that Falcon was trying to de-escalate the situation. Avoid violence. Such a viewpoint is naive, but is exactly what we need in this revolution. But they will betray you. They are stupid enough to even raise one feather against me. They will regret it. Fuck! We got Severin murdered! Yes, we do wish to continue, unfortunately. This is my story, the one I've been putting together. Damn it, but that is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully my mistakes will lead to somewhat good news later on. But thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a fabulous day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Turn the bezel.